Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Roadblock. We're on the free-to-play challenge account. One thing I want to address real quick. Somebody in the comments said that I complained too much. They said they watched every video, and in every single video I was complaining about something. Well, listen, until I start making enough money from this that I can afford therapy, this is my therapy. So you just got to deal with it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, all jokes aside, let's focus on the account here. Uh, things are going pretty good. I just we're seeing improvement as um Hotatsu is gaining more levels. As that's continuing, we are seeing more progress against the clan boss. So very easy to key hard right now, like very easy. We almost one keyed it. Brutal is still slightly out of reach, and that's mostly because I want to do the ones I know I can do first, and I can't do brutal until the affinity changes, and sometimes I just have a disadvantage against affinities. That's the nature of this type of game, right? As you can see, normal we're up at 11 million. Like that's a big increase for the account. So we're doing good. And I've been leveling Hitatsu in Dragon. We're going to have a whole bunch. I haven't actually looked yet. I've just been doing dailies, but this is all the new gear that I have. Um, Lots of promising 5-star gear. Definitely a lot of lifesteal gear here. Um, wow. These boots, holy crap. Instant 6-star. Sorry, instant level 16. Like, come on! Friggin' boots of the century right there. How much crit rate do I lose if I put these boots on? Complain too much. Yeah, I'm allowed to complain. Did you see what just happened? I finally get some top tier 6-star boots for a set that I really want. Triple flat attack. I lose attack equipping these. I lose 18 attack by putting these on, but I gain 10 speed. Oh, I actually gain crit rate. Oh, because one roll went into crit rate. Sweet. That's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. I mean, I would still prefer the roll to be better there, but um, just a flat improvement across my main character, really, right? And then now, because these are such great boots that I'm going to keep for a while, we're definitely going to throw some enchants on them and squeeze out some extra damage, right? So doesn't make up totally for the attack we lost, but we still gain some. Um, so, we're definitely gaining value there. Uh, Crit damage stays the same, but we are now at over 100% crit rate for the first time on this account. So, great. Really, really good. I don't really need these crit rate gloves. I was looking to see if I needed crit damage ones, but yeah, that's a really good piece. I didn't even realize that we had gotten that. So then let's go look at the rest of the kind of the just new stuff. Let me get rid of all the flat stat stuff. There shouldn't be flat stat stuff because I have filters on, but apparently there is. So let me go ahead and get rid of all the flat stat stuff. So yeah, there is quite a bit, unfortunately. Maybe I don't have the filters on like I thought I did. So uh, got rid of all that flat stat on the bottom 6 there, or the bottom 4. Um, And I'm just going to take a further look at lifesteal, see if there's anything else that's maybe a little bit better. Since the piece that I'm wearing, and I have some room, on crit rate and crit damage. We're gonna roll this. I actually like that it rolled defense there. Um, I would get overkill on crit rate, which is not great, but a lot more crit damage and a little bit more survivability at the cost of some attack. Oh, that one did have attack percent. I looked too quickly and did not see that it had attack percent. And I don't care to do the 4-star ones. So I'll probably need to tinker further with the build here. Um, Obviously, we had a bunch of speed gear there too. So I'm just curious on my entire account. What do I have with crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent? Nothing. Making sure that's substats. Yeah, it is. Okay. What about just crit rate and attack percent? Yeah, so there's definitely some maneuvering of gear that I could probably do to improve my overall performance. A regear is necessary, and a regear is coming for sure. A regear is definitely coming in the near future on all of my champions to get the max value out of them. Um, I like this for a defense-based nuker, but not necessarily anybody at the moment. This might be good in a stats over sets kind of way. So, and we're going to be doing more farming too, because I've got some energy to play with. Now, the next step is getting, and I think it's an important step, is getting our Selenia leveled up and probably getting her into some perception gear, maybe just triple perception for her. Right now, she is built to do kind of regular damage. You know, we've got her close to crit rate and some crit damage and attack on her. We may just need to sacrifice some of that and build her for survivability and go all in on our uh, Rathalos, right? And try and get more damage that way. So she dies very early on my clan boss fights, at least the ones that I watch. Keeping her alive will go a long way. Plus, we're going to gain a lot of speed because she is slow. Right now, Rathalos is pretty quick. Ethel just got much faster with those speed boots. And I've also freed up quite a bit of lifesteal gear that I could potentially put on her as well. I really want the accuracy, though, even though she gives herself increased accuracy, which is great, making the threshold lower. We do need to make sure we're getting accuracy on her. So, a rebuild on her. I'm pretty much going to rebuild all of my champions going into the coming events. But the rebuild that I just got on Ethel with that speed is pretty good. We're going to see a lot more performance out of her with 198 speed. So I'm really, really happy about that. I do need to see more speed out of Miscreated as well. So did I get anything? This is an important one here. Any HP chests with speed? I actually, the other substats kind of stink there, but with speed is nice. I'd have to still find a way to complete a speed set, but we also have a bunch of new helmets in the speed department. So any helmets that have speed and HP percent as a substat, not for the speed set. What about just HP percent as a substat? No. What about equipped? There are no speed helmets that have HP percent as a substat. That's unfortunate. That really is. But we could probably finally get rid of this Divine Life set too. The HP is important on him, but I think we need to go. I'm a big fan of stats over sets, and I think I've kind of. I mean, I'm getting stats from the set in this case, but we can definitely replace this. We've got a lot better gear. So I think it's, like I said, full rebuild for all the characters that are part of the clan boss team, and we'll go from there. So I'll probably do that off camera and sooner rather than later, so we can start getting higher levels of clan boss farmed, because that's going to be a big part of this, right? And because the further I get in clan boss, that also means the further that I'm getting in dragon, and I could potentially get even closer to stage 20, which is the desirable stage, right? That's where we want to be. The closer we can get to that, the better. I'm going to pull these two ancients. It doesn't matter which one of these we do, so I'm not going to pick any of them. They're just going to get fed either way, but I do want to pull these two shards. Maybe we get a Geo or a better HP burn that's an epic, maybe, or even Coffin Smasher. I mean, I think Coffin Smasher is just better than Selenia because he brings that extra 5% damage decrease from his passive. Selenia is good. She hits probably harder than Coffin Smasher, but I like the kit of Coffin Smasher a little bit better. Okay, not really interested in that. And Maiden, what do you do? Freeze on a 25% chance. And the small version of decreased defense. Okay. All right, not anything too crazy, but I did want to pull those. We do have a champion chase coming up, but I'm not really worried about those ancients for that, and we'll get more ancients. One of those was from Clan Boss, I think, and then the other I got from the arena. Oh no, one of them was from my daily. Yeah, one of them was from the daily login right here, day 48, and then the other one was from uh, the bazaar. No, that's on my other account that I bought it on the bazaar. Sorry. I did buy the energy, like we talked about. That has been a big help, and I've been using that energy to farm gear at this point, right? I'm farming gear and doing leveling up champions for Selenia. So currently, I think I have 1 3 star. So this is a food for her, and I'm rotating in my 3 stars to get them to feed into Selenia to get her built up for uh for everything, for dragon and for um clan boss. Now the one pro that Selenia has over Coffin Smasher is the void affinity, so we do get well we don't we can't weak hit. So her fire not landing right now is an accuracy issue and a survivability issue. So we can rectify that if we can get her built up a little bit better. Do I have any crit rate perception gear? Do I have any crit rate gloves for perception? I do not. Okay. So probably won't do all perception for her, because I do want her to be in crit rate gloves if possible, which is kind of I may not be able to do it. I may just have to build her more tanky. What kind of perception gloves do we have? Defense percent with some crit rate on them too, and obviously and accuracy. So I'll probably have to be those gloves that get used. I because I want everything that perception brings, right? I want the speed, I want the accuracy, and any, this is a good piece for her right here. We get some extra attack percent, we get HP, which we want. The crit damage is good. I'm not going to say no to it, but we're not going to be crit rate capped on her. And I think I have better speed boots. I don't know that I want to take the boots off of Rathalos, but I think I'm probably going to be finding better boots for Rathalos. So let's just, I just want to, it's easier to reset my filters that way. If I just look at speed boots and go for 5, 6, or 4 stars, and I'll include equipped here just so I get a bearing of, like some gear can get moved off of people. Like these speed boots that are currently in use for him don't even have crit rate. They've got a little bit of attack, but they're not really helping him that much. So there may be better ones out there. Somebody did make a suggestion of farming like 5-star common, or what would these be? Yeah, common boots. I'm not opposed to that strategy, but I would like to avoid it if I can. I would like to get more stats rather than less stats. So I think if we're going, I do like the accuracy on these, right? So that has 9 accuracy, while if I complete the set, this one would have 40 potentially, and the same amount of speed. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that as I get closer to my deadline for completing the clan boss team, a lot of this weak gear is going to have to get leveled up to the full star amount, meaning that I would have to get them up to, like, even if it's a 4-star piece, I'm still going to put it up to 16, if that makes sense. Didn't I do... I'm curious. I did do some Sand Devil, didn't I? Yeah, I got a little bit of stuff going on there. Let's see what we get here. A little bit of extra defense. I'm not going to re-roll that. Again, all of my resources before my deadline for doing clan boss to get the bonus points, all of my resources will be expended. So I'm going to use all my chaos dusts. I'm going to use all my potions, every single thing. I'm going to rework all my best gear and organize it in a way that makes sense. I'm going to level everything to 16 if I can afford it. Silver wise, I'll sell anything that I don't need. Like, I'm going all in on this clan boss thing. For those of you that don't understand, that haven't been paying attention to the other content creators and how it works, every team is being assigned tasks. Dragon, Spider, Ice Golem, Fire Knight, Clan Boss, 2 people for Clan Boss, and then I think Hydra is in there. And I think anyone can do Hydra, which is probably going to be our team captain, just because his is he's playing more than any of us are on the team. So So, yeah, odd one. But I'm just looking at some of the performances that our teams have been putting up. I can't believe they can't do better than that. I'm sure. I mean, gear is probably a factor. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so my deadline is coming up in March. I'm gonna have to get pushed through and get the highest possible clan boss damage that I can. But I really like my team. I really do. I need to get miscreated faster, so that we can get that ally protect up more often. I need to get. I mean, Athel hits hard, but she could use some accuracy now. Maybe this gets turned into a perception set if I have the gear for it, right? Because she's not landing her weekend anymore. It's too difficult. I need to be farming more PvP regularly to get more accuracy to get, if I can boost her up this way, that would be very, very important. So, you know, grinding more PvP will be beneficial to the account as well. So, uh, as far as clan v clan, I'm happy with my performance. I've been using my energy. I've been using my resources. Uh, eighth place on a team full of like solid content creators. I'm really really happy with that. So, uh, yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much everything that I kind of wanted to cover. Just give you guys an update of what's going on. And I really wanted to pull those shards. We could pull some souls too. Well, no, there's probably. Let's take a look at the calendar here. Um, all right, so that's everything that we know of. So there's no soul event anytime soon. Again, it's something that I'll pull those souls going into uh that that event and see if I can get a higher soul for my wish list champions. I'm gonna take Alika off of it, by the way. I really only want souls for people that are gonna make the cut in the clan boss team. And the only reason that Frozen Banshee doesn't make the cut, because she is amazing, I get that, is I really want the HP burn for Rathalos, because Rathalos is just incredibly strong in the right team, and Selenia would be a big part of that. So we'd be getting that HP burn. So and she heals herself. So if I can get her tankier, right? So maybe avoid. Right now she's built for damage. Maybe build her tanky instead of. I mean, she's already got an HP chest, but maybe, obviously we're gonna lose the crit rate gloves, unfortunately. But I don't know. Maybe those can stay, and we go 4 pieces of perception because these are pretty decent. We got HP percent, we've got attack percent, and crit damage, and that 50%. I mean, that's a big chunk of crit rate. It gives us more wiggle room throughout the rest of the kit. So I've got some experimenting to do to get it figured out, but things are looking up. Things are looking good. This energy will get spent probably doing campaign and farming out. Getting her to 5 stars is going to be a big deal. Uh, and you'll see, like, I've got another food that's one more run probably, and he's going to become a 4 star once I get food for him, right? So we're moving in the right direction. Get her to 5 star, and then see where we're at, right? So hopefully I have her to 5 star probably in the next episode or two. Well, I'm going to end it here. As always, thank you guys for your support. I'm going to make a short exit here because I kind of got to go do something real quick. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.